Hello boys, it's me, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of the new Pokémon Snap for Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we left off finishing some 100% stuff and getting some star photos we missed in Elsewhere Forest. Founded Jungle. Now we're over to Elsewhere Forest and are trying to finish off Forest Day right now. One of the longest and probably more annoying courses to do. We're going to start by finishing the winter part off, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to attempt in quote-unquote, to try and call the Sawsbuck over, but this time when they get close to each other, we're going to play a melody for them. That's what actually is going to cause them to do a couple of other things. I kind of just took photos of that, by the way, and did not know what to expect. But anyway, it's quite interesting. I didn't know that they connected into each other there. That might help us out. We're triggering some other stuff. I had to use the melody for this Trevenant, so So one thing I've been missing, by the way, constantly as I've been doing the different stuff is I've completely missed one of the airborne boulder sections where we see these Esper meditating the boulder. That's because it's rather difficult to get. You have to get a picture of them with the main subject, but their boulder has to be in the frame in order for that to happen. I've gotten at least several photos of it, but neither one of them have counted, so I'm going to keep on doing it and just hoping for the best. Okay. It's hard to know what photo of Gardevoir I require, so I'm going to take multiple photos just to make sure I get the 1 star. So, the reason why I'm going back here, there's another star photo we have to attain here, but to get it, this Ninetales will be periodically watching our interactions with the Deerling. Our goal is to use a fluff root to lead one of them over to a specific area where it'll stop. Where we'll then have to interrupt him. Nice. This time, however, instead of getting the normal animation of Ninetales coming down and then provoking her favor... Oh, actually, it's him. We'll just take a photo when he does that animation, and that'll give us a free star, no problem. Pretty easy. And then just like before, we're going to skip to the end of this. Definitely one of the more difficult Hiddo series to attain, that's for sure. I don't want to waste too much time on the Sawsbuck season thing, so I'll give that exactly 1 try with the melody, and if we don't get it immediately, we'll I'll come back later when I've completed the request. Because I've been wasting so much time inside of these videos, and I want to keep these as clean as possible, since I want this 100% run to be decently good. So, yeah. And yes, in case anybody didn't know what 100% means in this game, we're trying to get all of the star photos of every single Pokemon from 1 star to 4 star. So we not only have to meet all the Pokemon, we have to get the 1 to 4 star photos for each of them. I decided on that just to make the game a bit more difficult, because I figure if I don't do that, it might be a little bit too boring, so that's why do some other stuff. Okay. Pretty much any calm photo of Gardevoir will do, but this is, I believe, the best place to get a good 1 star rank photo for him. And yes, in case you didn't already notice, to do this part right, you want to stay in zoomed form as much as possible, except to quickly move your camera over here. And it's also possible you'll want to wait until a certain delay happens from the aeroplane. But beyond that, we're literally going to do the same thing as we did before to call the other Sawsbuck over. Except after we've called all the Sawsbuck over, instead of throwing an Illumina Orb to necessarily lure them to closer proximity to each other, we have to play a melody. But anyways, we're going to do the same thing as we did last time. We have to wait for all the Sawsbuck to get in very close proximity with each other. Getting the middle ones to come in particular can be rather difficult, so we pretty much have to wait until they're all called. Use the Illumina Orb to further pull them to the center. Now you can use fruit to lead them all towards the area. So we'll go ahead and do that. So there you kind of saw how the animation is supposed to go. All four Sawsbuck need to be in close proximity of each other, and this can take a very long time to get correct, because obviously getting them to do that every time can take a little while. But I've gone ahead and shown you what the animation's supposed to look like, so that way you guys know what to do. We are going to take this regardless of what happens. And remember, in addition to getting this to happen, all four Sawsbuck have to be in the frame at the exact same time. Otherwise, the request cannot be completed. Of course, I've already mentioned that a bunch, though. I just thought I should mention it again, though. It looks like we also got... Just as I thought, Shiftry's 3-star was him getting knocked, so... It's a good thing I took a photo of that when that appeared. Saved me a little bit of stress. And I did actually get the 4-star photo of Sawsbuck, so that will complete that as well. And that does actually have all four in the frame, though I'm not sure if that'll count. We have 3 of them howling, so maybe that'll count? I don't know. It is quite far away, so it's not the best one, but at least we got the 4-star photo part of it out of the way, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Okay, good. Oh wow, that one's really difficult to complete. I might have to only complete it on a specific star rank for that to work. But in the meanwhile, we completed 4 different... Oh, okay, never mind. We don't have to do that. Easy every time. See, I told you. The one time we do it, first try, every single time, and that's surprisingly good too. That was worth a 4-star diamond, which is good enough for me. Despite the photo not really looking the best, that was good enough for the game, I guess. So, there we go. That's that hard request complete. And with that, we're gonna kind of do some other things. Okay, so now we're gonna do the jump animation next. This one's pretty straightforward to get, so won't do other stuff. So yes, when these guys knock into each other, that's your automatic 3-star pulls. Which is good to know, because I did not expect that. I kind of just took a photo of that, hoping that would be the 3-star photo, and I got it out of the way. Which is good, because the more I get out of the way, the better. It helps out a lot. Okay, so we want to give this Elaspion a fluff fruit. I mean, not fluff fruit, but a Illumina Orb. And follow this path to get to summer. Again, if you miss one of the attempts, you'll go to a different area instead. Okay, this time instead of doing what we did the last time we were in some of these areas, we'll just choose to toss an Illumina Orb at the Jampo when it appears. If we don't toss an Illumina Orb, we can't get it to appear in the special spot. And yes, we have to go to that secret area where the Sawsbuck were again for Jampa's star. Once you've hit it with an Illumina Orb, if you take the secret spot, you'll be able to find it again in the actual secret spot where we saw the other Pokemon the last time. That being said, actually getting the correct foe can be a little bit tricky, but beyond that is pretty simple. And yes, this is still only the beginning of what we have to do. We still have to complete quite a few runs, particularly multiple runs to get Applins 1, 2, 3, and 4 star photos. As well as so much other stuff. It's kind of crazy. I'm kind of dealing with the ones that require specific seasons first, just get them out of the way, because obviously we'll be kind of limited what to do if we do that. As well as I'm going to try and finish every Lental request and star photo request or whatever that requires this secret spot, or as the game calls it, sunny spot. So if we did everything correctly, Jampa will appear here in addition to the other stuff. A good sign that you're on the right track is you'll see Pancham and Bulbasaur appear momentarily as you go through this. Okay, we got Angry Jampa to appear, which is good. Alright, good first try on that first part. And I also realized how to get the second part as well. The Jampa you see with all the Pokemon that are riding on them, that's the 4-star photos you have to get, and sure enough, oh, I'm not gonna actually take that. I want to get a better one of that. Okay, so let's take this animation of Jampa and just skip the rest. Yeah, yes, I want to skip this because I want to do a photo of Pancham on there at some point. Yep. Easy request complete. No problem. Okay. This one area is probably going to be quite a few videos, by the way, just kind of warning ya. It's one of the longest areas to get stuff done in the game. But anyway, I'm going to be right back for a minute. Oh, guys. Kind of in the middle of a run now, but I've decided to come back right now to make things a little bit more interesting. So, we have to do the same stuff as before, but we have to get a 4-star photo of Pancham riding Jampa, and all 3 have to be in the flame. But while we do this, I am going to get a photo of this. Because I don't know if there's a good photo of that. Again, in order for this to work, you have to get have to use an Illumina Orb to power up Jampa, otherwise they won't actually go for a ride. One thing I've never noticed, if you go to the nest and it's not 1 star, another unpheasant will also appear alongside the one that's guarding the nest, which is a bit exciting if you ask me. I like it. It definitely makes the area a little bit more exciting than usual. Okay, so I did figure out one of the problem ones that was missing for low Tad. So a Tad Happy request, that is going to be the next one I go for. And to get that, I have to very quickly push low Tad into the side. This is going to be kind of difficult. In fact, to get this done, I'm going to have to time this and very quickly move to the roof side. So I don't have a lot of moments to do this, so wish me luck on this. Again, we're going to take this secret spot. As long as we get one request done, it's not all bad. It's just going to be a little bit annoying to deal with later. So as soon as we enter, gotta throw fluff through at low Tad pretty much immediately. Like right that. So it'll flee into the water. Yeah. I'm not sure if I got the fuller star Bulbasaur. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright. Cool. That takes care of that. Now, if we done that a little bit sooner, maybe getting a good shot of this could have been a little bit easier. The focus must be on Pam-chan in order for this to actually get a 4-star photo, otherwise they won't give you it. It's kind of tricky. Okay, I'm just gonna quit research because they've gotten off at this point and I'm still not sure if I got a Bulbasaur one. I did try and take 4-star photos of it, but apparently that was not good enough. Okay, alright, there is. Alright, all 4 of them are in, 3 of them are in the frame there, so that's good. Alright, there we go. Take this one. Okay, alright. There's our request completed. Again, the focus has to be on Pam-chan, otherwise the request won't complete itself. Kind of specific how you're supposed to do it. Now, because I missed Bulbasaur's particular 4-star photo, I have to do the entire course again, but this time take a photo of Bulbasaur riding Jampa. Thankfully, this one is, once you are able to focus exclusively on Jampa, I just realized that you can actually get both photos in one try, because you only have to get a photo of Pam-chan riding Jampa at that point with the others in the photo to get a good score. That's it. You don't need anything else, which is pretty good. As for the actual Pam-chan photo I take, I think I will take a photo of it being happy with Bulbasaur. I mean with Jampa in the summer section, and just hope that works out. But again, we're gonna go straight back to the summer section. Okay. I think for a 3-star, I can't get just any normal photo of Pam-chan. I have to get him while he's playing with Jampa. So I'll go ahead and take some photos here just in case. Okay. Oh, goodness. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. We finally got one of Pam-chan. It took forever to get. Hopefully that results in a 3-star. Beyond that, I'm just going to focus on the 4-star Bulbasaur photo and hope we get it. As per usual, we're basically just going to hold this down and go straight to the end. There are still a couple of photos we haven't gotten, but we have gotten most of the hard stuff that is in this area in terms of getting the 4-star photos for the different Pokemon, so we don't have as much to worry about. Right now, the main thing we're worrying about right now is the Kecleon 4-star photo, as well as a couple of other stuff. I think that one I could probably get in the spring area. I just have to do something different. Again, I want to do all the stuff in Sunny Spot as soon as possible, because then after that, I'll be taking the regular path several times to do the photos there instead. Okay, now we have to very quickly speed up to get within the range of them. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we got one of him riding this, or we can actually get more photo opportunities in the multiple other spots. The game doesn't mention this, but if you use their turbo function, you can get much more chances to get 4-star photos of the different Pokemon. Because by speeding up closer to them, you'll get different animations of them, which I think is really fun. So, it's cool. Okay, we definitely got one of Bulbasaur going for a ride, though, so that should hopefully be our 4-star photo for him. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Didn't get anything else, but that's alright. We did attempt to get one. See, that was only a 1-star, because it probably was just normal. Too normal enough, I guess. Okay, I am gonna not show him everything here. So that way I can finally move on to some of the other stuff. If I miss any star photos, I'll come back to get them later in a different attempt. Like I've been doing before. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we already have a pretty good score on this. I wonder how many times I've retried this, by the way. I've gotten to max flight in the last episode, and have not left this course since I started this. I've been on here for quite a while, as you can clearly tell. Okay. Since I don't need summer anymore, I think the smartest play is to go for the Applin 1-star, 2-star, and 4-star photos, which require autumn to get. So we're gonna do what we did before to get back there, which will also give us more attempts at the Trevenant. I mean, Elder 3-star. I'm honestly not sure what's required there, because, let's be honest, things are starting to get a little bit annoying, and I don't like it one bit. Since it's getting a little annoying, I'm gonna scan and use melodies to try and influence them. And then take photos of them. Whoa. Okay, just... okay, I did that a little bit too soon. That's fine. Most of... okay. Okay, so it just defaulted to summer. So apparently it defaults to the last one you got before you did stuff. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was very unusual. That was definitely unusual. So, if you use Luminorbs on them while they're doing that animation, they will try and do fake punches of some sorts, which is cute. I think that might be its 3-star photo, so I'm gonna test that and hope that works. Though I decided to wait to do it until I was around that shift tree to make things easy. Okay, so for this first part, since there's lots of difficult things to do, similar to how I did some of the other photos, I'm gonna start by trying to get Celebi's 4-star photo first. To get it, we have to throw an Illuminor at it, and then throw and then throw a fluff fruit at a very specific spot to get him to eat it. Then after Celebi's done eating that, we then have to throw another Lumina Orb at it when it appears on a different area. That'll be near the end of the course. I guess there's this little statue thing of some sorts that it stands on. And if we get it correctly, all 4 celebrities will come together, and we can then play the melody to get them to dance together. To get all of that to work, we have to go down the regular route. Celebi will always appear, by the way, no matter what, so no RNG required. Just need to smack him with a Lumina Orb, and this first part is by far the most trickiest. Now, since this does take a little while, there are a couple of other things you could do. Mainly, there's a Beware photo you can get, where you can get him to not necessarily chase you, but to do a couple of other stuff. There'll be one wandering near Crystal Bloom in particular is the one we want. Again, this will take a little while to get to the spot. Okay. Alright, so here's Celebi eating a fluff fruit. We'll go ahead and show both of these animations just so we can figure out its 3-star. Okay, there we go. Once you get all the other celebrities to appear, you then have to... The fact that there are multiple of them is pretty cool. Okay, cool. Looks like we got that on our first try, which is good. I like how once you trigger all the animations, Celebi literally divides itself into 4 copies. Since there's only usually one of them, that means it essentially used double team while we were off screen and we didn't know about it. Or there could actually be multiple celebrities. One of the two. Anyways, once you get the steps for that, the celebrity part is actually mostly straightforward, except for the part where, you have to hit it at the beginning because that, can get a little bit difficult. Okay, it looks like this animation was actually a 3-star. Wow, so we got really lucky with taking that. I think that's like the 2nd time now I've gotten lucky with just taking random photos and having that count. Oh, there we go. I was wondering when that would happen. Finally, we got that request completed. That was what, like 5 or 6 tries to get that request completed? And that could have been completed kind of early. Well, actually not really, because we can't even do that until we get the Starfall later, but oh well. So we have to follow the same steps, by the way, to get Celebi's 3-star, except we're just gonna stop after it eats the fluff fruit. So we don't have to deal with that anymore, and the next time we go to that one area, we will try and get Beware's 4-star. We have to get it to while it's near Crystal Bloom, which can take quite a while. And yes, in case you're wondering, I am not cutting this part out. I'm gonna actually bump up against these guys, though, because if we do that, they'll move to the next area a bit sooner. Oh, there's a Kecleon there. We've taken this alternate route a lot, mainly just to give Espeon fluff fruit and whatnot. Okay, I do really want to get the Applin photos, so we have to give it a fluff fruit. And you'll see her attempt to get the fluff fruit, but then at the last minute she'll deny it. That's the animation you need to see, otherwise you can't enter Autumn. If you don't do anything with her, it defaults to the phase you last saw stuff on. Bone's kind of weird like that. Most of the Applin photos can only be found in the first part of the area, and it looks like that's where I have to get its 4-star photo. I'll choose not to take it right then, though, because we didn't initially get it. So yes, that deerling getting threatened by that Applin is how we're supposed to get its 4-star photo and or 3-star photo, whatever. It's just pretty interesting, to say the least. Yeah. Oh goodness, this part takes forever to get through sometimes. It's a bit annoying, to say the least. I swear, there's probably a playthrough out there where instead of going through the entire course every time, they go for... They just skip to the part where they actually make it to the different spot. But I'm not interested in doing that. Because again, I don't like cutting things out. Okay. Getting Celebi hit for the first part, it is kind of difficult. Because it moves around rather fast. It's super difficult to get. Okay. Actually, now I think of it, this only happens near the end of the course now I think of it. Okay. 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 Alright. I assume her just chilling here is just a 2-star photo. We'll go ahead and give it a try, at least. Beyond that, though, we're not really looking for much else. Okay, this other part can be kind of tricky. We have to lure Superior out and then play a melody for it at a specific time. That I do know. Oh, okay, there we go. This takes so long to get, by the way, that you may end up having to wait until a lot longer to get this, but in case you're wondering what you're supposed to do, you have to throw a Lumino Orb at it, then a Crystal Bloom, then while the Crystal Bloom is activated, play a melody for it, and that causes it to go to sleep, which is required for a specific star photo, by the way. Also, now I think of it, I think I can only get that particular photo of that Pokemon while it's in a specific animation, so it's hard to know exactly what to do. Okay, let's see what I got for Applin. I'm gonna take the 4-star. Actually, no, wait. Okay, so I know how to get its 4-star photo. I'll just go ahead and take a photo of its star. It's there. That might still be a good photo of Superior. We got a good skill on it, so we might get a new record while we're doing that. And speaking of which, yeah, okay, easy diamond 1-star, no problem. I just realized something. I might only be able to get that Beware specific photo on research level 1 or lower, or something like that is gonna happen, so I'll save that for later and focus exclusively on Applin for now. And yes, the one I am trying to get right now, the Lental quest, is the Applin one, where you get him to look threatened. It's actually surprisingly simple. If you throw a fluff fruit near that area, you'll prompt a deerling to come over, and that's how you get that to work. Honestly, though, this is definitely one of the longer requests to do. It's for sure. Okay. Back to autumn we go. Well, what to focus on the left, because that's where the Applin will come in. Okay. Okay. There's not a lot of resets we can do in these courses, unfortunately. We're pretty much forced to go through the full course every time we want to get to the end just to get a photo of either Celebi or something else. I just realized something. I might be able to get a 2-star photo of it as it's teleporting away, but that will probably take some time to get, so I'm just gonna give that an attempt, and if that doesn't work, I'm not sure what I'll do after that. Okay. This is definitely one of the longer courses I've ever done, that's for sure. I'm guessing there are ways to do this a little bit faster, but it definitely takes quite a while to do that. Not to mention, you can't even get more or less 90% of the seasons to work properly, because when you first go into the seasons, you can't even influence where you go, so it's completely random which season you'll actually go to, and it seems like you get either summer or autumn each time. Okay. I'm gonna chill a bit this time and... Okay. Well, that might have... If that actually worked, that was really good. A good, potentially, first try. Okay, we're gonna focus on the superior now. We'll wait for it to come over here this time before we do the animation again. Alright. Huh? I got a new animation that I've not seen before, but I still haven't gotten Superior to fall asleep yet. I might have to think about how to get that to happen, because, yeah. It's kind of tough. I believe I do remember you having to use, a Illumina Orb thing on that specific side. Yeah, sure enough, I didn't get a good photo of that. Okay, that's actually only a 3-star photo. Interesting. I'll go ahead and take this anyways. And for Applin, we'll take this. Okay, so we have to try the thing again. This time we're not going to use Fluff Fruit, because it seems like using that doesn't work. Okay, that got us a lot of points, but this one's still better. I do want to get this story, so hopefully this ends up working. Alright guys, we are back. Sorry I had to look up a couple of things and do some stuff, but we are now back. And we are continuing with trying to do this hard section, so we're going to attempt to lead this deerling all the way to the Applin. And we do this by feeding it Fluff Fruit until it gets close to that. And that's how we get Applin to appear, except we didn't. You know what? I'm just gonna retry until we get this, because I do want to get this kind of quickly. Yes, I did do the wagon strategy. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I just wanted to know exactly how to get this. By the way, I'm pretty sure dealing just walks there on its own. Because I've had it walk there before. Okay, good. Almost didn't have enough time to get through that. Okay. If I do get this request complete, I'll probably wait. Oh, see, he's going straight over to it. Okay. Dear, he went over so fast, I did not expect that. It kind of just went straight over to the Applin, not even noticing. Okay, nothing here. That happened so fast I didn't know if that even worked, but that's fine, because right now I want to focus on getting Superior as well as maybe getting a decent 2-star photo of Celebi. Maybe if I hit it with an Illumina Orb during one of its animations before it teleports out, it'll do something, so I'll try that next. Oh, wait, no, I don't even have to do that. I could just probably hit it with a Fluff Fruit instead. I always forget about that. Like, for most of the Pokemon that take damage from hits, if you hit them with Fluff Fruit at specific points, they can react differently as well. So I'll go ahead and do that, I guess, while I'm here. Not a hit, unfortunately. That's fine. It'll fly around multiple times before eventually making a stop a little bit later. Alright. Oh, and Beware got right in my way. I didn't even get to see what happened because Beware got right in my way. I might have to speed up to either lure him out of my way or do something else, which was really strange. Oh, what the? Try using a new strategy to try and get Superior out a little bit quicker, but it didn't work. From what I learned, you have to get it to eat. So we're gonna let it do this first. After it's completely done, we're going to throw an Illumina Orb at that. That'll encourage it to do something interesting. Oh, okay, never mind. So, fun fact, everything that I was told about Superior was completely wrong. All you have to do is feed it with a fluff fruit once it's out, and that's what gets it to curl up. Because that was so fast, I'm not sure if I actually got the apple in for a star. Yeah, since it was covered, it looks like it was a 1-star photo instead. But I'll have to take it, obviously, because I still need a lot of those. But at least that gets a couple of photos out of the way, and then we'll end the session here. If the request is not 4-star, by the way, you won't complete it. In fact, when you actually get the proper 4-star, the actual apple in itself will actually fall out of its apple, which I find to be kind of interesting. And to encourage it to do that, you have to throw a fluff fruit at it to make it come out. But yeah, we've had a long day, so let's return to camp. Claim our request and then end our episode right here. Because we got quite a few completed again. Just when you think you know where Phil is, Poofy's gone. Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel ya. It can be really difficult sometimes. Yeah, so I didn't count. What a fool! I doubt anybody could recreate it. Yeah, exactly. What? You got a photo of it too? Well, yours is fine, but mine's better. I'll show it to you some other time. So is Pancham. Looks like it was having a great time. Yeah, don't get Grandpa mad. I mean, obviously I'm not scared of it or anything, but you still shouldn't do that. So Celebi was waiting for its friends after all. Thanks for looking into that hunch of mine. I see, so those Esper were combining their powers to keep the boater aloft. How satisfying to have an answer. Oh, wow. Oh, you found it sleeping. I didn't even think it was capable of reacting that much. Well, yeah. This is exactly right. Wow, we only have one request left on this place, and then we'll be done. So, that's going to be it for now, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.